So you probably remember the last time that you were at a coffee shop. You ordered your favorite spicy iced chai with almond milk, of course. And you're patiently waiting for the barista to set the beautiful product in front of you so that you can grab it and go. When it finally does, you carefully grab it and walk it over to that little station with all the sugars and the napkins and all that extra fun stuff that you put in your coffee. All you need is a straw. You cannot wait to get it because you just want to stick it in the drink and take your first sip. It's all you can think about. You carry it over, you know exactly what you're about to do. You're laser focused on getting that straw. But it turns out there's somebody else at this station as well, also prepping their caffeine choice of the day, putting a little bit of sugar in their coffee, followed by a little bit of cream. You set down your drink, and just as you're about to reach for it, you realize you're standing a little too close to that other person at the station next to you. You realize that your excitement could very well affect their coffee, but without so much as brushing their arm or tapping the sugar packet on accident, you still decide to shift your body a little bit to the opposite side and give them some space. And to further make sense of this thing that you've done to make them feel better, you feel your lips part, and suddenly you hear yourself say, "I'm sorry." The person that you're talking to comes out of their coffee prepping trance and looks at you kind of funny, like they've never noticed you before in their life, because guess what? They've never noticed you before in their life. And in order to make you feel better about this apology that you threw their way, they say, "You're good, and all's well that ends well, right? Except, why did that happen? Why did you need to apologize? And really, who was that apology for?" I've been realizing a lot more lately that I notice my friends apologizing and I'm always saying, like, "Why are you apologizing? Like, look at the situation as it actually is, and you definitely didn't need to say you're sorry." And we also have this talk with employees that we work with at Aftermark. You know, you can say sorry because you feel like if something went wrong, you can take the responsibility. But what if it's not your responsibility? Then why'd you say sorry, and what else could be said? Does anything need to be said? And I am probably one of the worst of the offenders, which is why I'm like, how am I so hyper aware of everybody else apologizing, but I can't seem to figure it out for myself? We don't need to be sorry because it turns out we're not actually sorry. This word, the word in the English language that has defined making an apology, sorry, has started to become a filler word. And it kind of sucks that it's being used in this way because it's also something that carries an immense amount of responsibility when used properly. But we, and by we, I probably mean the fabulous women in the room, have been trying to express how emotionally aware and accommodating we can be. So we started integrating the word sorry in order to demonstrate that point. The kicker is that we not only feel sorry most of the time, but we also feel that we are sorry because we owe an explanation at some point in the day, or many points in the day. And that's because nobody really bothered to explain to us that the happiness and the fairness of the world is not a responsibility that rests on our shoulders. And so we apologize. This word is so overused in the wrong situations that when it is being used in the correct ones, we sometimes don't even hear that it happened. Have you ever been watching a reality show and they're in this like huge fight still after like 4 episodes, and it's because somebody said, "You never apologized for that terrible thing you did, so you can't actually be that upset about it because you didn't say you were sorry," and the person's like, "Actually, I apologized right away." And the producers cut to the black and white footage of the moment where they actually did apologize right away, and the person that's upset and the victim of this storyline looks like an idiot to the rest of the world, but in the moment just gets to throw up their arms and be upset and look still like the victim.
"I deserve an apology because I've been a good friend."
But in all actuality, we know that the person did apologize because it has been documented. And this is all because the word sorry is used in so many different passings throughout the day that the moments it really counts, we don't even hear it. See, reality shows can offer a valuable lesson sometimes. Can we just stop? We are more creative than this. We have a larger vocabulary than this. We are more self-aware than this. We are not doormats. The root issue is that we feel like we constantly have to make an explanation for the things that we need, that we want, and that happen throughout the day, and we actually don't. And the first explanation we need to remove completely is the shortest and the easiest one, and that is when we just say sorry. For no reason. Let's be honest with each other here. Leave a comment below if you can remember the last time you said you were sorry and walked away thinking, Why am I sorry again? Why did that word leave my mouth? Leave that below. So in this video, I want to share 7 examples of I'm sorry that we can officially let go of and what we can do instead. Good morning, good life. Welcome back to Amy TV, where we come together to help you go after the life that you want. So there was a 2010 study in psychological science that examined the differences between men and women and how they apologize. It turns out both apologized 81% of the time when they felt that the offenses merited an apology, but women reported many more offenses. And we were also more likely to report being a victim of wrongdoing. I almost didn't want to say that part, but I felt like that would be conveniently withholding information, and we need to make a note of this. This all comes down to scorekeeping. Scorekeeping does nothing for anybody. We apologize, we over-apologize because we feel like we know when it's right to do that, and then we also let everyone know when they have screwed up with us. My husband can absolutely attest to this. I'm excellent. Absolutely excellent at it. Not a good thing though. So we need to talk about a few of these examples of saying sorry that we don't need to do, and maybe we'll start thinking about other offenses a little bit differently, add some stoicism to the way we think, and have a little bit more of an even keel happy day. Number 1, sorry to bother you. You can probably think of a time where maybe you walked into your boss's office and you were like, sorry to bother you, and then went into a topic, right? But why did you have to say sorry? I mean, maybe they are in the middle of something, but if you're just gonna roll into whatever you have to say, like, are you that sorry you're bothering them? Not really sure about that. I also feel that this phrase has gotten to a level of just passive aggression now. It's like, sorry to bother you. Like, are you? Are you? This one sometimes comes from people who like, text me and I don't text them back right away, and I'm just like, oh, sorry, I was doing other things, and they're like, oh, sorry to bother you. Like, look at how many sorries just happened, and it's obviously not that anybody is sorry. Maybe what we should have said to your boss instead is this a good time? Pause for response. Or excuse me for a moment. Pause for response. Or just a flat out good question. Am I interrupting something? Number 2, sorry for brushing your body to somebody who should not have their bodies brushed on you for some reason, or just being in close quarters and kind of having like an awkward moment with them. If this is a very spacious area and you're sitting a little bit too close to someone or standing too close to someone purely on accident, then maybe you just say, excuse me. But also, if it's just the context of the environment, why do you need to say anything at all? Kind of just make sure you show that you're aware of the space around you and the people around you and make adjustments as needed. But nobody needs to apologize if the environment just is what it is. Now, if you straight up like elbow somebody because you're trying to get out of the way, yeah, you should apologize for that. Number 3, sorry for not getting back to you more quickly. I already mentioned this one earlier because it is just so natural to say it. I find myself accidentally starting emails like this all the time, and I'm not sorry. I absolutely am not, because I have such a strict rule in my own business and personal life of how email plays a role, when it plays a role, when I plan to check it, and when I plan to get back to people. But I'll start an email that maybe went a little bit too long unanswered because other things were absolutely more important, and I'll reply with, sorry this took so long. Why? If you're not sorry, why are you sorry? Right off the bat. Why are you offering a sorry right off the bat? They have to accept an apology with their first interaction with you in a week of not hearing back from you. Same thing with phone calls, same thing with texts. I think the biggest problem is with texts because family, friends, just anybody who has your phone number assumes that you're going to get back to them immediately because they texted you rather than some other form. No need to apologize, even if somebody's saying like, did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get my message? Did you get my email? Did you get, like, those people have a whole nother set of issues that you definitely don't need to apologize for. Just respond to the situation or start a conversation if you feel like that's the ball that's in your court. But if you apologize for how long it took to get back to somebody, you're insinuating that that is not normal activity for you, which you could decide that that's the right thing for you or not, but also that you plan to get back to them more regularly and they can expect that, so they could maybe hold your feet to the fire a little bit sooner, a little bit faster next time. Number 4, sorry I couldn't be there for you. This is a really great example of something to not write in the bridal shower card that you're sending to a bride-to-be. If you couldn't go, it's not about you anyway. So why are you apologizing? Just because you were invited somewhere does not mean you actually have to go there. Now, I actually try to go to these things as much as I possibly can for the people who are the most important in my life. But if somebody invites me to something like a baby shower, a bridal shower, any kind of party, birthday party, anything, and I can't make it, but they do play a role in my life, and I'm like, wow, that's so cool. They invited me. How awesome. You can always do something nice for them. Maybe you can't make it to the actual occasion, but you can still send the gift. You can still find some other way to show them your appreciation and show them the love that they deserve for that occasion. In the card that's going to the party that you can't be at, just say something about them. I hope this is the most beautiful occasion for you. I'm wishing you the absolute best in your upcoming adventures. If you're talking to them after the fact and you weren't there and there's sort of this elephant in the conversation like, I couldn't make it, all you have to say is, was it everything you hoped for? Did you have a good time? You'll notice that the word in the sentence that is the most present is you and not I. Number 5, saying sorry before asking for some kind of clarification. If you're in school, your professor just explained something and you feel like your heart is racing because you don't get it and you know it's going to be on the final and you're like, I need to know what he just said. Now I have to actually talk because nobody's asking, did everybody else get it and I didn't? And you raise your hand and you say, sorry, could you go over that one more time? You don't need to say sorry. Let me tell you why. 1, everybody else was sleeping. Didn't get it either. They're going to get a C on the final if that. 2, you're paying that person a great deal of money to do this job. So if you're there in class, showing up, doing the work, and you need an explanation, why do you need to apologize first? Your apology came in the form of a tuition check, and they were not sorry they got that. Women in the workplace do this too much. Responding to emails, we do this quite a bit. Just ask for the clarification. If the worst case scenario is you've got a really mean professor or a boss that's kind of pissed that you didn't quite pick up what he's putting down, it's okay, because guess what? They're supposed to do a better job at training you, and if they've gotten you nowhere near all the way there, then they're not going to be happy with the result later on, whether you don't get the work done properly or you don't pass the test. So they're going to get mad at you, and guess what? It's probably because of the problems they have at home or the mail they got today or the fact that their boss is breathing down their neck too. Do your best and apologize when it's absolutely necessary. Number 6 is an interesting one. Saying sorry for anything that might occur before something cool that's going on. So let's say you're having a party and you live in a building that's basically like Fort Knox, super hard for people to get into, super hard to find parking to, super my life, okay? And saying, I'm so sorry, you probably had trouble finding the place. I'm so sorry, there's a lot going on downtown right now and it was probably a mess to get down here. I'm so sorry, they have to be out of parking. This is unbelievable, there are riots. I'm so sorry. But welcome to my party where I'm about to give you free food, free booze, and I've invited you because you're one of my dearest friends and I like spending time with you outside of the workplace. Or maybe something really awesome is happening and the person that you meet up with to do the awesome thing is like, sorry for the flurry of emails before we got to this point, but man, hey, we got here. Why? What is this filler conversation we're having? Like, literally, what is it? There are going to be moments that happen. There are going to be uncomfortable moments that happen. There are going to be like, ooh, hope that's going okay. Moments that happen. People, if they've grown up, they've had some life experiences. They may have had a hard time parking before. They may have gotten a flurry of emails for something way less cool before. And they're going to be okay this time around too. You do not need to apologize. It is not how you should kick off the cool thing that's going on, or even if it's not a cool thing. You know what I'm talking about. It's this like, maybe we can fill in an apologetic conversation to relate to each other. Let's relate to each other at a higher level, shall we? Instead, say something like, hey, how are you doing? I'm so glad you're here. Or, hey, I hope you had a great time. Set out the feeling you want people to feel, starting with the apology because you think it's the only thing that you've got isn't worth it. And number 7, by far the reigning champion of the crappy apology world. sorry I'm late. To me, this phrase, and I have to also be good at this because I get like, if I'm late, I just freak. I'm not happy. But saying sorry I'm late at this point in the game is more of like a performance line. You're fashionably late, you're saying sorry I'm late, you're not sorry you're late, and you were late on purpose. Like, let's be honest. It's not even worth saying anymore, because if it's a performance, if you're feeling good about it, cool. But either way, even if you are actually sorry you're late, it doesn't actually do anything for the person who may or may not, who knows, be genuinely pissed off that you're late. Again, we want to take the I out of the sentence and find a way to put you in it. Make it about somebody else. I had a hard time parking. I had a hard time with traffic. I can't believe how crazy it is down here. I'm late. Or, thank you for being patient with me. Actually, if somebody were fashionably late and they said that to me, I would be much more like, you're very welcome. And if this is like the mother of all moments that you should not have been late for, and then you were late for it, you definitely need a better one than all of this. Like, you got to sit down and you got to say, your time is worth so much more than what was just demonstrated. That's not going to happen again. And I want you to know that. That person needs to know this is not real life for me. But at the same time, real life happens. You could be late. You can be late. This is life. But how you present yourself and how you go on is what will be a direct reflection of you. All right, I want to hear from you. What is another pointless, unnecessary version of saying sorry that you can think of or that you've heard recently? And what would you say instead? Leave that in the comments below. If this was a relatable one for you, I'd love to hear your favorite part on my latest Instagram photo. Click the link in the description below to pop over there and let me know in the comments. While you're down there, if you'd like some additional details for going after your best life, pick up my free audio training. And that's the 7 essential details for going after the life that you want. Not only will you get this audiogram, but you'll get some exclusive content from me and giveaways and all that kind of fun stuff when you're on my email list. So check that out below as well. That's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Make sure you subscribe for good vibes, kiss the ones you love, and go after the life that you want. Cheers. Lucy's getting upset with me because it's so warm because I had to turn the air off. Sorry, Lucy. We don't like audio problems around here. Just kidding. I'm not sorry because we don't like audio problems around here. You're going to be fine. It's only been 20 minutes. Like, all my hairs are falling off onto my arms. That's how you know I've had a ponytail on for way too many days. What do you guys think of this new setup? I am feeling it over here. I just didn't feel like going back to the old spot, and it's different. What do you think?